Welcome to the village, to my backyard, to nature. I'm Viyahta, and this is Yoga in Nature with Viyahta. I am so excited. This week, I launched a YouTube channel called Viyahta's Tiny House Village. So I'm uploading this video also on my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new to yoga in nature, welcome. My Facebook friends are should be familiar with my health tips and yoga and nature, but for my YouTube family, the village that we're growing of conscious, minimalist people, I've been in the holistic health field for over 35 years now. Yes, I'm that old, yes. And I am so excited that at this stage of my life, I can share my experience with you. So, most important, I started doing yoga teaching in an ashram during the COVID drama because the Kundalini Yoga studio closed down during COVID. The administrator asked me to do some yoga, virtual yoga classes, since I've had years and years of yoga training, probably over 20 years of yoga training. I was asked to do yoga videos since some of the teachers didn't want to. Airplane, no, that's what we get in nature, airplanes. Oh, that's a helicopter, sorry. So, since some of the yoga teachers in the Kundalini Yoga family did not want to do virtual classes, I was appointed to do yoga classes virtually to Facebook on the Kundalini Yoga Facebook page. So I started doing that, and I have this beautiful gong in the background that I included in my yoga class every week, and I got to really enjoy this. So I'm continuing this yoga sharing with you because I really enjoy doing this, and I also get to share my knowledge on health and nutrition and well-being. So, my health tip for today comes from a discussion I had with my grandchildren this morning, and actually last night too, about toothpaste. Very interesting. My grandchildren will be 6 years old and 8 years old this month because they were both born 2 years apart, but in the same month. So that we're going to have a birthday party for them at the end of the month. But we had a discussion about toothpaste because I don't use toothpaste with fluoride, but their parents believe fluoride is the way to go, and fluoride's going to keep them cavity free and it's going to keep their teeth clean. So they've had this teaching or this message from their parents that fluoride toothpaste is the best way to go. Okay, grandma knows better. Here's a lesson for you about fluoride in case you didn't know it, and then maybe you can make your own decision. First of all, my mother used to use baking soda for toothpaste. She didn't even buy toothpaste till maybe years later, but she always used baking soda, and I thought that is just the most ridiculous thing. We got Crest, we got all these tubes and stuff to put on our teeth. Why in the world would we use baking soda? Now that was in the 60s, I guess. Mom had so much wisdom that children reject sometimes. But as I'm older, I would prefer baking soda over a tube of Crest any day. Here's the deal, folks. We have in the medicine field some things called transdermal medications, okay? You can put a patch on your skin of any type of medicine and it will get into your bloodstream. Did you know that? I had a woman I interviewed on my health and well-being show, Lola, I think was her name. She was sharing her testimony about opiates, how she was given a opiate patch for her cancer, I think it was, yeah, cancer. She was given an opiate patch to put on her skin to help with the pain. Well, lo and behold, she started having heart problems, heart palpitations, and all kinds of side effects from the what was determined the opiate patch on her skin. So you can get a opiate, any drug you want, put it on your skin, and it'll get into your bloodstream and start working in the body. Well, let's talk about fluoride. they say right on every tube of toothpaste that if you swallow the toothpaste that has fluoride in it, to call a poison control center. Now, why on earth would they put that on a tube of toothpaste that people are using to brush their teeth? Well, in my journey to learn more and more about this body and health and nutrition and what's good for the body, what helps you stay strong and healthy, I learned about fluoride. You got to research about fluoride. When you learn the truth about fluoride, you might have second thoughts about putting this poison on in your mouth, because guess what? Not only can you put a patch on your skin and the ingredients from that patch will get into your bloodstream because it's transdermal, it will penetrate the skin. If you put tablets under your tongue that dissolve into liquid, they will get into your bloodstream. That's how a lot of supplements are made in the vitamin industry. They don't make capsules or tablets, they make tablets. For instance, melatonin. I used to take melatonin to help me sleep. You put that melatonin tablet under your tongue, it dissolves, and the melatonin gets into your bloodstream. So back to fluoride, this toxic ingredient that we've been told helps prevent cavities. You put fluoride in your mouth. Where do you think the fluoride goes? In your bloodstream. Now, some of you might say, well, it's just a minimal amount in your mouth. And if when it goes in, and it does go into your bloodstream. Again, anything you put in your mouth, the effects of that, whatever you put in your mouth, will get into your bloodstream. Now, how does the body process a poison like fluoride? The liver. The liver is mainly responsible for detoxing and filtering all those poisons and toxic foods and garbage that we put in our mouth, as well as transdermal medications and products that we use to help our body balance, feel better. In other words, suppress the symptoms. So my grandson got it this morning. He was like, oh. And on top of that, I read him from the toothpaste label that 6-year-olds and above only should be using products with fluoride. He's only 5. So he's like, well, I'm not 6 years old. I don't know if I should be taking this stuff. And then when I read about the poison, his little eye, I could just see his little brain working because he's smart. He's like, ooh, poison? Oh, because he's having trouble not swallowing. He has had trouble not swallowing the toothpaste. So he swallowed the toothpaste at one point. Now, I don't think swallowing fluoride toothpaste is going to kill you. But what does it do? It works your liver more. And if you are taking in more toxins and junk food and chemicals than you are nutritious foods like what's behind me here, tomatoes, and I got spinach growing over here and sage, and I have a whole line of aloe vera plants that I put in the ground. They're not doing too well right now, but I'm hopeful that they will revive from all this sun. We're in Florida and it's in the 90s already, and this is June, so this is summer. Summer's here. That's why I've got this hat on, because it's just too hot out here right now. So just a piece of advice about fluoride in your toothpaste: you're slowly poisoning your blood and causing more work for the liver. Now, if you have a really healthy diet, green drinks every day, you don't eat a lot, that's a big part of health, is not eating a lot. I don't eat till noon. I don't eat any solid foods till afternoon, because in the morning, between the time you wake up and 11, 12, your body is going through a detox period, a detox cycle. Your body, when you don't put food in your body, the body takes that energy to help you get rid of the toxins like fluoride and all the other garbage that we have been given to from the manufacturers, from corporations who want to make money and so forth, to help um, balance things or suppress symptoms. So you be the judge from the information I just give you. Do you want to continue to put fluoride in your mouth and give your liver one more toxic poison to detox? Or do you want to choose all the other alternatives? There's so many neem, for instance. Neem is a plant that helps keep your teeth clean and get rid of cavities and all. Neem, that's just one. Tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is another good tooth cleaning product. There's tons. Just Google natural teeth cleaning cavity prevention plants, and you'll find them. So that's just a warning. My grandchildren are going to continue to get the message from grandma that they don't need fluoride to keep their teeth clean and healthy. But their parents are still on that mode of, oh, we got to experiment with everything the corporations offer, including Oreo cookies and things like that. And I'm at a place in my life where I'm really working on acceptance, accepting other people's choices on what they put in their body and how they live their life. It's hard. It's really hard, but I'm doing really well. I just close my eyes and meditate like we're going to do. Every yoga class that I was in the Kundalini uh, rooms, start their meditation, their class with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So we want to do that today, honoring the many, many styles of yoga by just welcoming the Om Namo mantra. And Om Namo simply means I bow to the divine in you. I bow to the sacredness of who you are. Chanting that mantra is an honor and respect to you, and you in turn are bowing to me, and together we are creating the energy that needs to filter out into the world. And let's just start with your neighborhood, your community. When we do this mantra together, we're honoring the divine in everything, even the roaches and the ants and the birds. And hopefully we'll get some birds singing today. Otherwise, we'll just do our thing anyway. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to put on my favorite Om Namo because there are lots of I got ants on I've got my laptop out here today because my tablet was not plugged in last night, and it was almost on zero. So I'm on my laptop. So let's do some meditation first, breathing in and exhaling. Breathing in, breath work is so very important. Your other health tip for today is always practice deep breathing every day. That's a daily, because when you get into a very stressful situation, it'll be natural to you to just close your eyes and breathe deeply and turn, instead of F this, F that, F this, F that, raising your irritation in your body, F this, F that. The F word is so popular today. People are making songs with it, chanting it, whatever. But it does, if you stay in that anger mode of F this, F that, your body goes through a chemical change and it doesn't heal, for one. It just revs up your cortisol enzymes, your stress enzymes, and then you have to balance that out later with some breathing. So don't stay in anger mode too long. Just learn how to breathe deeply. And so that's why we practice it here. So we're going to put on some Om Namo mantra. And this is my favorite by a group called Un Precio Cadeau. It's a French group, but I love the music here. To find healing. We're coming together to find healing. Out in nature, I am sweating because it's hot out here, but sweating is good. Don't be afraid to sweat. Because again, for all the junk that I've put in this body over the last month, let's say, and I don't put a lot of junk in here. But I did have some wine in Chicago and some other foods that I normally don't eat. So sweating is just our body's way of cleaning out the blood, cleaning out the lymph system. detoxing. So it's good to be out in the sun for a little while. I'm getting darker. I'll be getting darker also because I stay in the sun. I'm going to the beach this weekend. So I'll be wearing a beach hat and have my bikini or whatever. In fact, I'm thinking of doing a sunrise video for you. I love my sunrise video because they're very orgasmic, just saying. So I want you to share in my orgasmic sunrise beach experiences. And I'm going to hopefully do that this weekend for you. But let us bring our hands to prayer position and chant this mantra together to welcome all the divine souls here today. You are all divine souls coming together to chant this beautiful mantra. Let's prepare to start moving this body. This is a sacred temple in the village, where there's lots of food growing. I'm going to be growing more food in this village here. I'm starting in my own backyard. But you are the village that I invite to join me in YouTube and on Facebook to raise the consciousness. We don't want any more Twilight Zone episodes like we've had for the last 2 years. Let's come out of the Twilight Zone drama show and let's develop a new paradigm, a true healthcare system where we practice yoga in nature. Why? Because the birds and the sky and the clouds and the sun are nourishing us every day. This is the best nourishment you could ever get on planet Earth. Even though I love my tomatoes, they taste like heavenly food. And I'm sure that I'm growing some spinach back there too that's going to be heavenly. Oh, thank you for the clouds. So we're going to be growing lots of food in our village. That's part of the village experience. Growing food and doing exercises out in nature to nourish this sacred temple the way it was meant to be nourished. Our skin is a solar panel that takes in all the rays of the sun, the heat, and activates hormones within, vitamins within. I was surprised to learn from my brother Elitam Elamine how much activity is stirred up when we're in the sun. It's not just a tan we're getting here, folks. That heat from the sun is stirring up hormones and vitamins and minerals already in our cells. Give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks for the sun and the clouds, because when the clouds cover the sun, I get a little relief out here, but that's why I got my hat on, because it's just pretty hot in Florida. And that's why I got to get to the beach again, because all this heat again in Florida. Water is the best relief in Florida. That's why we love Florida. We got beaches everywhere. So let us take a deep breath in, practicing deep breathing. We're going to do a square of breathing practice. That's 4 breaths in, hold it at the top for 4. 4 breaths exhaling, hold it at the bottom, and we're going to do that 4 times. So let's begin with inhaling 4, hold it, and exhale, and hold it. That's 1. Inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it. And remember, we're belly breathing down here, not up here. This should be going in and out as we inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it, inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it. One more time. Let's go. Hold it, exhale, and hold it. Hope that feels better for you. Take inventory. How does that feel when you do that 4 square breathing? Now let's do some neck rolling next, because this neck holds up a lot of weight. This head weighs a lot of pounds. So let's roll our neck around and loosen up. And if you're new to my channel or my class, I share how Serena Williams and Venus start their workout with neck rolls. And many other great athletes do the same. So we're in really great company when we practice neck rolling as part of our exercise. And let's reverse that routine. Stretching those muscles so that we don't have any injuries or pain as we move this body in our workout. Now, let's pause there. I like to do some lymphatic work because with all the wizardry going on with monkeypox and fear, we just need to keep our lymphatic system cleaned out, cleared out, so that no matter what comes along, our body can handle it. That's what lymphatic health, strength, massage. You have some of your best massage therapists know how to drain your lymphatic system. Find a good massage therapist if you are sick and weak, and maybe they just need to work on your lymphatic system. In the meantime, when you come here every Wednesday, you can do your own lymphatic work, and that is to start around the ears and press gently with 2 fingers, press down on from the ears, around the back of the ears. There's all types of lymph glands in this area. Just press gently, massaging around the ears, down the neck. Then go into your collarbone area, lymphatic glands in that area. Just give a little massage, a little love. I call it loving on your body, loving your body. Just massage around the collarbone. Then we want to check our poof or our puff or our pit. If you have a pit under here, that's a good indication your lymphatic system is not clogged. See, I've got a pit there. There's an indentation there. But if you've got puffiness under there, that could be a sign that your lymphatic glands are clogged. And I'm not a doctor. Let me give a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. Don't have an MD after my name. But if you have any health conditions that you haven't been able to heal or cure or resolve, please, please, please see your health professional. Talk to your doctor. This show is not intended to replace any medical advice you may be receiving from your doctor. So with that said, let's just love our body. Don't want a poof there. We want a pit. So if you've got a poof, just gently work on that area, massaging that lymph area. Breathing as you go. The breathing helps the pump. When you do this, it sends a message to your lymph glands to drain. And then breathing is the pump that gets it going. So do the same under each arm. Give that area a good massage and deep breathing as you go. deep breathing, and then come here. This is your thymus gland. That's a major part of your immune system. When you tap on that, it's just a message to your thymus, get to work, get to work. I love you. Thank you. Get to work, get to work. And then go around the breast, squeeze the breast every day. Ladies, gentlemen, all of you, squeeze those breasts and help the lymphatic system around the muscles of the breast to drain. Go underneath and massage underneath the breast, get them going. Get those girls happy. These girls are happy when you touch them, whether it's you or someone else. They're happy. The whole body's happy. The more you stimulate this area, the happier you'll be. Nipples are another story. That's a whole nother story in your sexual journey. But around the breast is where you get your strength and your health back, is just massaging that area. And then go down here and your navel. Remember, your navel is where the umbilical cord came out of from your mother. So that navel holds a lot of points, meridian points, acupressure pressure points are activated in the navel. A good thing to do to help your whole body system around the navel is put some castor oil in there if it's dry, or if you have any health issues. Try castor oil, almond oil, coconut oil. Put a little oil in there and just massage around your large intestines where your microbiome lives. Trillions of microbes are in this area, as well as on your skin. That's why fluoride and all those other products don't belong in this temple. This is a very sophisticated mass communication system here. So, massaging around the navel is a love message to your microbe community, your microbiome, that I love you, I appreciate what you're doing, and then reverse that. Even in practices like Qigong and Tai Chi, they do this type of work on the body because it's energy, it's sending energy throughout the body, healing, bringing healing. Get back there and pat on those hips, around the hips. And in the village, we're going to have group sessions like this, so we encourage one another. That's why Viyahta's Tiny House Village is not just about building houses, but it's about maintaining this house, this sacred house. This is what we're doing today in the village. We're maintaining the sacred house, because without this sacred house, your tiny house is nothing, just a building. But when you are sacred in your consciousness, living in that tiny house, you can do some miraculous, powerful things. So we have now worked our upper body as far as our lymph system. You can also just pat down the arms, pat under the arms, get those vessels opened up and flowing. And this is how we start our session every week. Do this every day, even. Now, we've got our upper body motivated, stimulated. I'm going to lay down now and show you your bed workout. This is what you need to do every morning before you get out of bed. You can do some stretching that will help you for the rest of the day. You want to be prepared for whatever the day may bring, even if it's a wizard behind a curtain talking about monkeypox. Ridiculous, ridiculous. You do your work in the morning and get ready for whatever. So when you get up, wake up in the morning, you want to, first of all, bring each leg, stretch those legs and point those toes. This is an excellent, excellent stretch for the hips and for the legs, even your lymphatic system. If you're pointing and flexing the feet, you're giving your lymph system the pump it needs to get busy in the morning. So start your day in the morning before you get out, stretching these legs, okay? Stretching, and then give a good stretch with the arms over your head. Come back down to the way, bring both legs up and back, stretching all the upper body, and then lift those legs up and do some joint rolling with the ankles and the wrists to build the synovial fluid in your joints. Your joints need lubrication. So when you do this in the morning, in both directions, you're activating synovial fluid that lubricates the joints, okay? So then you get your knees ready and move the legs to lubricate the knee joints. Those knee joints need a lot of lubrication. So many people have knee problems because they probably haven't given their knees love in the morning by rotating them. I'm just saying. So let's rotate those knees in the morning. And you don't have to go fast. Take your time. That synovial fluid will be activated no matter what pace you're going with the legs. So just rotate as slowly or as fast as you want. You remember, you're just waking up, and then reach those arms up and rotate those elbows and go in the other direction. And on Friday mornings, I do a full joint exercise. So join me Friday mornings for a full rotation of all the joints in the morning. We do a little bit more than I do here because it's all about joint rolling first thing on health and well-being with Viyahta on Friday mornings. And I'll put the link underneath this video on YouTube. And then you want to bring your feet, the bottom of your feet together, hands together, activate those meridians. And you are having a good start, your best start before you even get a jump out of bed, right? Hug those knees. Hug. Love you. Send some love to the body. I love you. And then it wouldn't hurt to do some affirmations while you're still loving on your body. I am a vessel of love. Oh boy, that's a powerful one. I am a vessel of peace. Hallelujah. I am a vessel of joy. Hallelujah. My soul, you go to another level and say, my soul lives in a vessel of love. Hallelujah. My soul lives in a vessel of peace. My soul lives in a vessel of joy. And that is such a high frequency. You get out of bed, you're going to practically be dancing to the bathroom and all during the day. So then let's just rock to the side and push up. Slowly. Come back up. And we are ready to get to the side of our bed. Now, I have a chair here that I'm going to bring in. And this chair is not just for all you youngsters out there, but if you have senior citizens in your life, let's see, we're going to move that. If you have senior citizens in your life, they may not be able to get out of that chair. So we're going to do some movements in the chair for you seniors and you travelers, even. If you're traveling, you don't want to just be sitting all the time when you're in the airport and on the plane. You can get up out of your seat on the plane. I took a flight last couple of weeks ago to Chicago. And when I did get up to go to the bathroom, I didn't sit right back down. I stood in that aisle, lifting my knees to my chest. And while I was waiting to get in the bathroom, I was moving my arms up and down because you'll get stiff and pain and inflammation if you sit on an airplane for 2 or 3 or 4 hours the whole time. So it's important to drink a lot of water when you're flying and take your own tea bags. That's what I buy. I mean, it's nice to drink coffee. I drink coffee every now and then. In fact, I love black tea. Black tea is doing it for me now because it doesn't have as much caffeine. Sometimes caffeine is too stimulating for us. Try some black tea with almond milk or some type of cream, your favorite nut milk in it. Oh, and a little maple syrup or honey. That's my favorite drink of the day. After this class, I go to my black tea with my own almond milk. I just made almond milk. Here's a health tip for you to make your own nut milk. Soak some almonds and maybe macadamia to make it a little creamier. Soak those overnight. The next morning, peel your almonds. The peel comes off real easily in the morning after they've been soaking. Throw those in a blender with cinnamon, vanilla flavoring. I put 3 cloves of 3 cloves in there now because cloves are anti-parasitic. Okay, You can barely taste them. You could put more than 3 cloves in your milk, but I put 3 in there and I barely taste them because I load up that almond milk with dates. I used to put 3 dates in there. That's not enough. I need a little. So I put 5 or more dates in there, and it's just perfect. Cinnamon, salt, a little salt helps. And just put some water in there, blend it all up. Vitamix does it the best. But if you got a blender, just do your best. I strongly urge you to get a Vitamix. Let that be your main appliance forever. And let that Vitamix blend up. Oh, coconut. I put in coconuts. We need our fat. It's not like we should not be thinking about low fat, no fat. No, we need fat, just certain kinds of fat. We don't need a lot of animal fat to clog up our arteries. But coconut, buy some organic, unsweetened coconut. Throw that in there with the almonds, macadamia, vanilla flavor, cinnamon, whatever I even put some fennel seeds in there too because that's anti-parasite too. We're in a period right now where parasites are going to be more active. The moon is waxing to fullness, so it's like about half full now, and that's when parasites start being active in the body. So you would do really well right now to do some anti-parasite medicine because it's floating around. They're coming out of their hibernation right now because the moon is activating them. So maybe throw in this time of the month some fennel seeds and cloves in your almond milk, and you're going to have a little bit of medicine. See, that's the type of medicine we need, not fluoride chemical poison. That's what I have to train these grandchildren about. There's medicine and there's poison. Fluoride is poison. Medicine is fennel seeds and cloves. So that's just a little tip from there are over 35 years of experience in this field that is helping me stay really strong and active at 67 years old. I'm so grateful, grateful, grateful to be here and share this with. So I'm going to get my chair, and you can sit on the side of the bed or you can stand if you want, but we want to do some chair movements. And we're in the rainy season right now, so it's raining a lot, thank goodness, because these plants need a lot of water right now. And every day I'm using, if it doesn't rain, I'm using my hose to give these plants a drink. This is magnolia or marigold. This was a gift, 2 plants of marigold, and they're both doing well. They're not turning brown, thank goodness. This is marigold. Oh, so excited. And this is what we're doing in the village, planting beautiful plants, watching them come alive. Tomatoes, lots of tomatoes still on my vine. I have fresh tomatoes every day now because these plants gave me a lot of tiny tomatoes for my salad or whatever. And then back there, my avocado tree is doing well. The brown leaves have fallen off and new leaves are coming up. Hallelujah. My lime tree didn't make it at all. It turned brown and it's withered away. But I now have spinach growing back there, sage and my peppermint plants are doing really well. So I'm just ever grateful that anything I put in the ground, if it lives, I'm grateful because I'm not the green thumb type yet. But I'm trying, and that's what we do in the village. We try, and I had my friend Carla, who was on the video. If you didn't see Carla's interview yesterday, you got to go to Carla's interview. She's an amazing soul who grew up in Brazil, basically on a farm. So she knows about planting and horticulture and permaculture and all that. So I'm growing my village every day with people who are ready to create a new paradigm of life in these Estados Unidos. We are growing, growing, growing in every way. So in our chair, we can do lots of upper body work. We can do a sun salutation sitting where we just move our arms and we're working. Let me see if I can get, let's see, okay. Okay. We are working our arms up, hands come together, down, out, and side. And this is inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And go as fast as you want This is working your back muscles, your arm muscles, your chest muscles, just stretching the body so we can get ready to do more bending on the lower part of the body. But inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Smile. Don't forget to smile because we're having fun. And when you have joy in whatever you do, it builds muscle. That's both spiritual muscle and physical muscle. So let's pause here and let's just do some side stretch with palms, with hands bent up and down, stretching the side muscles. Good movement to do in the airport or on the plane. Seniors, if you've got your upper body functioning, stretch the sides, get those side muscles working, and smile. I am sweating so much. I'm just grateful. I'm just going to endure the sweat because it's hot. Night probably up to 90 already. But there were times I hardly sweated at all. I don't care what the temperature was, but my body is a lot healthier and balanced now. And so it doesn't take much heat to just sweat. And I don't have air conditioning yet in my place. So I do have a ceiling fan that gives me a lot of cool air when it's cool out, when it's cloudy, but it's a challenge right now. So then let's just stretch to the side, rotating the hands, the palms up and down, stretching these muscles side to side and smiling. Thank you for the clouds. Gratitude is one of your best nourishments for your body. Having gratitude no matter what, even in death, because all death is a graduation and a reward for many. So we, even in death, we can have joy that that person taught us something. No matter who dies, there's a lesson in their life if you knew them. So we can have joy about the lesson and the time we spend with them and the dash that we learn from and the reward they're getting now. No more pain, no more suffering. We have to stay here and stay to fight the battle. But when people die, they're out of this battle. Thank goodness. We can celebrate when our friends and loved ones leave their body. All right, let's pause. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. And let's just twist this spine a little bit by resting your hand on your lap and twisting all the way around. Get that spine stretched and breathe. Breathe, hold this position and just do some deep breathing. And come back around. Let's do the other side. Hand on the opposite thigh. Move all the way around. Stretch, breathe, enjoy the flowers. Oh, I love the marigolds coming out. Head up, shoulders down, and come back around. Now we can do a little bit more work with our knees, holding this leg up and just rotating this leg, giving our knees and our hips. This is going to work a little bit on the hips as well as the knees, and then reversing that. Giving the thigh a workout, stretching, using your muscles. That's what we're doing, is just utilizing the equipment. You know what happens if you don't use equipment in your garage or whatever? It gets rusty, right? So we're just making sure this body doesn't get too rusty by moving it every day, every week, rotating the legs, strengthening the thighs. There's all kind of workouts you can do, lifting the legs to strengthen your thigh and leg muscles. So look into exercises or workouts that will strengthen your thigh muscle, especially as we get older. And let's just rest that. And we want to stretch our back now. Bring this leg up, shoulders down. So reach all, stretch as far as you can, and look down. Breathe into the stretch. You should feel it in your thighs and your lower back especially. Breathing in and out in this pose. Come back up. And try one more time to stretch as far as you can. Breathing in and out. In and out, breathing. Come back. Now let's just stretch that other leg out and see if you can reach those toes, because that's going to give you a good stretch in your back and your legs as well. Reach the toes if you can. If not, just reach for them and give those toes a little love. Spread those toes out, because toes are, if you're in shoes all day, those toes need to be stretched out and breathing. Come back up and let's do the other side. Hands on the lower legs, shoulders down. Reach over, look down, stretching those thighs and that lower back. Breathing into this pose. And the birds are showing up to give us a little song. Thank you, birdies. And one more time, reach over, stretch as far as you can. And come back up. Stretch that other leg out. Reach for the toes. And thank your toes for holding you up every day. Your feet for holding you up every day. Come back up. And let's just loosen that up. Now let's get up and do some downward dog and some bicycling. Stretch it out. Standing up, holding onto your chair if you need to. Ooh, and I have to put a towel under my feet because this tarp is hot. So downward dog with the chair is just stretching out. Let's go the other way. Stretching out as far as you can, holding onto your chair. Get the good stretch in the upper body and the legs and thigh. And now if you're ready, go down to the ground into your traditional, downward dog. Hands and feet hip width apart. Head down and breathe. This is a great exercise for your spine, giving your spine a lot of gravity release. Blood to the head area. And just breathe in this pose. And come back up. Grab your chair if you have to. Woo, sweat galore. Grab your chair. Let me wipe off some sweat here. Okay. Now let's do some bicycling. Let's see. Up and down. Ooh, be careful when you come up from downward dog. You might get a little dizziness if you come up too fast, like I just did. And just cycle that leg forward and back. Taking a deep breath. Make sure my laptop is out of the sun. Otherwise, it might heat up. Deep breath. Now let's go into tree pose. In tree pose, we have one foot on top of the other. And we bring our hands to prayer position and see if we can hold this pose. You can hold it up to 2 minutes. It's very beneficial. And if you can go to the advanced tree pose, you might have to lean on a chair to do this, but try it because this gives your spine another lift. Holding this for up to 2 minutes every day is really great for your spine. And even if you have to have a wall behind you to fall on when you wobble, that's good. That's okay. Whatever it takes to hold this pose. And breathe into it. All right, let's shake that out. Let's go to the other side and bicycle this other leg. Hand on the hip, hand up above you, whatever feels comfortable for you. Bicycling forward and backward. And tree pose on the other leg, all the weight on one foot. Hands in prayer position. And if you wobble, that's okay. Just get right back into the pose. You can go here for a more advanced pose. Hold that, or go all the way up and lean on a chair or the wall or something, because this gives your spine a big lift to stretch it out and give those discs some air in between there instead of being all crunched together. And breathe. All right, let's shake it out. Shake it out. Now we're going to do some dancing because it's really getting hot out here. So I want to go right into our dancing so that you can really be motivated to dance every day. I think music is one of the best healers we have. So if you can just get up every day and turn on some music and dance, that is just one of the best therapies for everybody and anybody. And we use the music on Sacred Ground here by Yanni, one of my favorites. All the instruments, there's like 20 or so instruments in this song. And just the words alone should hopefully motivate you, inspire you to treat this body as sacred ground. And everywhere you go, you are on sacred ground because you have the consciousness to know that this body temple, this vessel, this major communication system is sacred. So let us move to that theme on sacred ground because that's where you are everywhere you go. Here we go. And let's just move your body to the music and just see what parts move easier than others, maybe. Experiment. Can you raise your feet, your legs, lift your knees? Can you move your head side to side? Let's just move to the rhythm of music. Everybody up.
Let your light shine deep in the sun.
And breathing in and out. And at the end of every yoga class
I am grateful.
is a Shavasana time. Shavasana just means flat on your back stillness. And so I'm going to put on some meditation music for us to just relax on your back, palms up, deep healing energy playing. Breathing in and out. On your back, stillness is important in our life. Sometimes we get so busy we forget to breathe, and I mean breathe deeply. So Shavasana is a time wherever you are, whatever posture you are in life, to take the time, be still, close your eyes and breathe. Listen to some nice music. We have deep healing energy music here for you to recharge. Integrate all the movement you've just done in the last an hour or so, and just breathe it in and out and be in gratitude. Gratitude, forgiveness, two of the highest frequencies that will heal your body. So if you stay in gratitude and peace and forgiveness, your body will heal. So let's lay flat and take in this deep healing energy for a few minutes and integrate all the chi that you just stirred up in your around you and just begin to move your head. Don't move any other parts but your head. Your head from side to side, very slowly. Waking up that spinal cord again, moving the spinal cord easily. Head from side to side, almost as if you're not moving at all. Just move your head from side to bring the bottom of the feet and the hands together. Wake up those meridians, vessels, arteries, which are all part of this amazing advanced communication system. We're just communicating through our movement. those knees, hug those knees, rock side to side. And let's rock to one side and push up. And open your eyes. Laptop's getting hot, so that's a sign. Open your eyes, take a deep breath. Deep breath in and out. In and out. Hands to the chest. Give thanks for this beautiful day that's dawning, that's continuing. We're already at noon, I think, afternoon here in Florida at least. But different parts of the world, the sun is just coming up. So we give thanks for the sun coming up every day to nourish us and bless us on this journey we're on. So remember, I'm on every Friday morning on Blog Talk Radio, Health and Wellbeing with Viyahta. I'm going to put the link on my YouTube channel so you can join me. I bring so much knowledge and guests with experience and knowledge about helping this advanced communication system work at its very best. That's what we're here to do. And when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you're saying, I'm ready to join the village of consciousness, the village of minimalism, the village of less, not more, and the village of love and wisdom. So that's what we're doing on building Viyahta's Tiny House Village. So thank you for joining me. You are full of greatness. Just a reminder, when your star seed of light came into your mother's womb, that was the beginning or the continuation of a great journey of your soul. And that great womb housed your great seed of light, and the great construction of the divine energy put you together for 9 months or more. And when you came out, you forgot about the greatness, right? Because parents had been here a while and they're like confusing us, some of them, but they do the best they can. And so we give thanks for all our parents who did the best they could. And now, as adults, we can choose to do even better. So be your great self today. And come back Friday morning and Sunday night. I'm on Soul Purpose Healing at 8 p.m. I go from 8 a.m. Friday morning to 8 p.m. Sunday night with Soul Purpose Healing. Great guests on there. Go back and listen to some of the awesome people that show up and help us just flow for 2 hours with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I love you all. Thank you again for joining me. Let's share the love. Share this video for those who are stuck and don't know how to move. That's really what this show is. This day is all about helping us move and learn a few health tips like get the fluoride out of your bathroom. It's poison. Just read the toothpaste tube. Poison. All right. Have a beautiful day. Thank you all. Shalom. Namaste. I say, merci beaucoup. Gracias.